Good morning, grade 9, and welcome to your 7th Reachback for this, your quarantined coronavirus mathematics at home. Okay, so today we're going to do things a little bit differently, but the same. If you'd like to download a copy of this, go to tinyurl.com/reachback7. You can access a copy of all the questions that are there. Today, however, we are going to do true and false questions. So you just have 6 questions, and they're all true and false. So if you want a hint, just watch the video in its entirety, and I will give you hints to each question if you need help with them. If you don't need help, just press mute, copy down the questions if you need to, or print them off, and take a picture of your work and send it to your teacher, okay? But remember, they're all true, false, and you cannot just say it's true, and you cannot just say it's false. You have to prove that it's true, and you have to prove that it's false, right, with work. So you have to show your work to prove that you know that it's true or false. The first question says that 4 to the exponent of 0 plus negative 2 cubed minus 10 to the exponent of 1 is greater than negative 2 with an exponent of 5. Okay? So what you need to do is simplify both of those sides and figure out which side is greater. If it is the left-hand side, then you say true. But if it's not, you say false. But make sure you show your work. Question 2, without a calculator, the square root of 9/100ths is greater than the square root of 25, or 0.25, excuse me. So you need to show your work without a calculator. How would you do that? Try your best to show without it. If you need to use a calculator, go ahead and do it. But you should be able to do it without a calculator, and that's what your teacher's going to look for. Can you show your work to prove that you know what the answers are to those two parts without a calculator? I'll give you a hint. The decimal, you need to change to a fraction. Question 3 looks confusing, but I'll highlight it here for you. It says this expression here is equal to this expression here. Okay? So you're going to simplify by gathering like terms, and if both sides are equal, then you say true, and if they're not, you say false. Question 4, the hundredths number in the pattern would be 199. So for this one, what I advise you to do is use your table of values, create a table of values, and for your table of values that you make, I would call this side n for the number in the sequence, and I'd call this side v for its value. All right, so using that as a hint, if you can make a table of value for number in the sequence and its value, make a table of values and find the equation that represents it, you should be able to figure out if 199 is or is not the 100th number. That's a kind of a tough one because we haven't done that for a while. We just were doing it before the break. Question 5 says the multiplication of 2x by the binomial 3x minus 5 is equal to 5x squared minus 7x. Is that true or is that false? If it's true, show why, and if it's false, so show what it should be. And finally, your last question says, in the equation, negative 1.5 minus 2.5x is equal to 10.5. So the value of x will be positive. Is that a true or false statement? That when you isolate the variable, x is a positive number. True or false? Okay, good luck to everybody. As always, take a picture of your work, send it to your teacher. And on Tuesday, there will be an answer video present. So make sure you correct your work to make sure you're doing everything correctly. Good luck, stay safe, and don't let your boomer parents drive you crazy.